Welcome you guys to the analysis Wednesday, August 13th. A big underdog winner with the Padres yesterday. Here's a ticket, and today I have another underdog winner lined up for you guys that you're going to get for free in this video. Now, before we start off with today's analysis, two big announcements. Number one, today's giveaway winner will be winning $150. I'll be announcing it at the very end of the video, and same deal today. All you have to do is resubscribe, like this video, and shoot a comment below. And the next video that I'll do, which will be Friday, I'll select to see who's going to be winning the next giveaway. Now, second announcement is more of a lesson. Monday, we lost with the Reds. Yesterday, the Reds dominated the Phillies, even though, statistically speaking, the Phillies owned that matchup with Suarez on the mound against Singer. It just looked like a layup for the Phillies, yet the Phillies got dominated. And the lesson is, if it was as easy as looking at stats and picking winners, you wouldn't be watching this video. We'd all be fucking rich. But it's all situational. You got to look at the angles, and experience comes into play when you're looking at these games, right? Now, for today, we got an angle that stands out value-wise. It's an underdog that I'm going to cover right now, and it's the Marlins versus the Cleveland Guardians, Paris versus Williams. No success for either batters against either pitchers. Cleveland versus Paris. Hedges and Santana have seen him in 2 at-bats and 3 at-bats, but 0 success. Miami versus Williams, 0 data. Paris does much better at home. 2.08 ERA against away, 4.01 ERA, and today is away, and he just came back from Atlanta where he got rocked. 7 hits, 5 earned run in 5.1 innings pitched. You look at Gavin Williams on the flip side, he almost had a complete game last time out, which we backed him against the Mets. Gave up 1 earned run, but he pitched excellently, and he does better at home than he does away. So right now, this favors Cleveland. This line opened up in favor of Cleveland at minus 126, and it's sitting at minus 135. Now, money and support is all over Cleveland, and pretty close to lopsided. 70% of the bets and 89% of the handle going to Cleveland right now. That's why the line has pushed up the way it has. Now, here's the deal, team. You look at Cleveland and Mr. Gavin Williams. Last game out, he threw 126 pitches. That's going to affect him today. Is he going to have the same pitch count today, or is he going to be limited? Something that we got to factor in. But when we look at bullpen, both these teams are coming in rested. And along with that, too, you look at Bender, a piece that the Marlins have been missing these past few days because he just had a kid. But he came back from that. He is back. He pitched yesterday and pitched well. Cleveland still has their best arms ready to go. For me, this is a situation where you look at the last 10 hitting versus righty, rather even. You look at strength of schedule over the last 10, Cleveland has had it easy. They faced the White Sox, the Mets when they were going through it. They had lost every single game at that point. And then the Twins that are pretty much down and out. You look at Miami, they faced Atlanta, Houston, and the Yankees. At Atlanta, playing in Atlanta is never an easy task. The Mets struggle, a lot of teams struggle in Atlanta playing there. Now, here's the deal. Statistically, the Guardians do have the edge. Now let's look at how Vegas is seeing this game. Right now, player props. This stood out to me significantly, and I want you guys to pay attention to this when you guys are doing your own analysis. When you look at earned runs, you would expect that Gavin Williams would be favored to give up less runs in this game, but he's not. Paris is under 2.5 at minus 175 compared to under 2.5 at minus 155. When you look at total hits, who is favored to get more hits in this game? The Marlins are favored in this game. And for me, the big reason to this is because Gavin Williams is a great pitcher, but he is a pitcher that walks batters a lot. And the Marlins are a scrappy team that can exploit that, and they're ranked top 10 in the league at road OPS. The Marlins are a scrappy team. They're still battling for a position. And when we look at the AI analyzer, they're not far behind in every single category. They lead in OBP, they lead in batting average, they lead in strikeouts per game and walks per game. And today's pitching matchup, Vegas has Paris doing better in this game. Yes, altogether OPS and ERA and slugging, Guardians are ahead, but you got to factor in strength of schedule. So I do like the Marlins in this game. They're sitting at plus 115. Now, here is the deal. If this game goes to minus 165 for the plus 4.5, I will be backing that for 5,000. If it doesn't, if it continues being an underdog, I'll be backing the Marlins for 3,000 and keep it an even there, guys. Now, this is the game, the main game that I like. I did like the Astros, but that line movement took me away from it. It opened up at minus 170 with the better pitcher, and it's currently sitting at minus 150 with no major shifts in the lineup or pitching staff. I don't see why that line movement happened, but typically I tend to play with the trend. The trend is your friend, and if it's going opposite of that, I typically stay away from that. And then last game that I do like is the Jays. The Jays again against the Cubs. Gosman's been pitching much better than Holton. Holton's due for some regression. And altogether, guys, I like the Blue Jays, but Marlins is the main play of the day. Now, let's select the winner for the giveaway, which is Scott Farley. Do you ever post winners anymore, bro? You're a winner, bro. You are a winner. And yeah, bro, I just posted one in this video, and pretty much over the last 5-10 videos that I've posted, you see my tickets and I share the place for free. So along with you asking a silly question, you're gonna make some money, bro. DM me and I'll send you your money. And same deal today, team. All you gotta do is subscribe, like, and shoot a comment. Make the comment at least a question that you want to learn about, and maybe I'll answer it. And I'll leave it at that, team. Let's win the day. These videos have been much shorter. I hope you guys have been enjoying them, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.